Good morning, this is Daniel Longoria. Hi, how are you? I'm coming to you from Madera, the Evolution Fitness Gym and Fitness Center. And I was wanting to talk to you, as I have before in the Maven lesson, curriculum plans. I've been all over the state, covered a lot of topics. And if you've been on my website, newprovisions.org, you see my bodybuilding pictures. And you'll see some of them as I'm speaking now. There was a time when I paroled from prison June 6th of '96 and I was covered in tattoos. And eventually I removed my tattoos. And once I left all my friends, and I used to have a substance abuse disorder, and I left my friends and the drugs and alcohol and the tobacco, I found myself having all day to do nothing after work. And so I wanted to change that. I wanted to do something positive. I wanted to do something better, because I started finding out that I had all this room in my life. And you know, the best room in my life was the room that was in my head. And what was I going to do with the room? And so I decided to get into working out. It was a way to change my self-image. And having been bullied, having been through a lot of different stuff as a kid, and eventually working against that, putting on all the tattoos and everything that goes with it. Because people like me, there's a term that says people wear a mask. People like me, we don't wear a mask. We wear the whole costume. So it wasn't just about having the look, it was about having the look and having all the tattoos that went with it and the prison record. So in changing that, I found myself with Room for Improvement, and I entered that room and I looked for advice, I looked for help, and little by little I found out that bodybuilding was something I wanted. Not to get huge, not to get scary, not to hurt people, but it was a way, all that unresolved anger and energy, because fear and anger has a lot of energy, and I was full of fear and anger. And so working out started helping me remove it. Little by little, I started getting into shape. As you'll see in my pictures, when I was 33, 35, up into the age of 45. And today we stand here and it's 2016. And in 2 months, I'll be 50 years old. And I'm pretty happy, you know, I'm gonna be 50 years old. Not only did I find a way to improve my life, but with training and health and nutrition, but I also found a way to rejuvenate not only my physical self, but my mental self. And there's always great opportunities in the gym to network and meet people and spot people, not just literally spot them, but to actually spot people with advice, life experience. Because there's a lot of young people in the gym, and a lot of them need a little guidance. What the gym did for me is it offered me some discipline, because as you know, that there comes this point where you make a goal, I want to work out, I want to achieve these goals, but it's fleeting. Willpower, motivation, it's unsustainable. So what you need to do is you have to find ways. You need somebody to keep you on track. So it's good to get a workout partner if you can in the beginning. And there's this word called nebulous. And nebulous is one of those words that leads to inaction. And so if you're not careful, you'll work out for 1 day, 2 days, be sore, and then there's no one to hold you accountable and you stop. And later on, I'm going to talk about more of this, but I wanted to just talk a little bit about what had happened to me in my life and why I got into bodybuilding and how it helped me. And after changing the way I looked on the outside, I was able to realize that the big change needed to come from the inside. And so it's okay if you start from the outside in. And I changed by removing my tattoos, changing the way I was shaped, changing the way I cut my hair, the way I dressed, and that was all okay, but I always found there was still hurt and pain left in me. And so what I ended up doing was working on my insides. And as you know, through the different lesson plans in the Maven curriculum, that whether you're young, whether you're male, you're female, whether you're the one with the problem of substance use disorder, alcoholism, or low self-esteem or anger, or you're making poor choices in the friends you hang out with, that the Maven curriculum encompasses it all. And what it is, it's my life experience broken up into lessons to talk to you about how to work on your inside and your outside. So that's why I'm at the gym today. I'm very grateful to Evolution Fitness here in Madera and Rick for letting me come and record here. And I got some more stuff for you guys.